EEA911.com Emergency Education Alliance here with day one of our series from Call to Home. Try to educate you guys on everything that happens from the moment you dial 911 or non-emergency line until help comes to your house. Some of the questions are, what happens when you actually dial 911? And depending if you're calling from a cell phone or your home phone, if you call from your home phone or a landline, say you're at a business, you're a restaurant manager, you call from there, then it's going to come into the proper jurisdiction. It's going to come up with your business name, or if you're at home, your name, your phone number, and your address automatically. If you call from a cell phone, it's going to show up with your carrier, your phone number, and the latitude and longitude of the cell phone tower it's pinging off of. Now, where I work, we are one of, I wouldn't say few, but one place in the area that takes cell phone calls, because right now not all of them do. And we're going to be starting to take text to 911 here shortly as well. But so there's jurisdictional boundaries, and so where I work and where every jurisdiction is, we can't send our officers to help you in the neighboring jurisdiction unless that jurisdiction is asking for mutual aid. If you call and you happen to get me, but you don't live where I work, you don't live in that jurisdiction, I cannot send an officer to help you. I have to transfer your call to that proper jurisdiction. And a lot of places, people get confused because they have a mailing address. They think that that's their police jurisdiction, and that's just not true. Wherever you need to learn where you live, which police comes out to your house, and write down that non-emergency number. I've expressed many times in these videos the importance of knowing your non-emergency phone number to call for, obviously, non-emergencies, but in emergencies, you're going to dial 911. One of the other questions was, as a radio dispatcher, what are my interactions with the police and fire? It really depends upon what the call is. So, 911, what's the location of your emergency? Because that's the most important thing to say is your location. We need to know where you are so that we can help you. And that goes back to, if you have a landline and you're able to use it, use it. If not, cell phones are all the rage now. I can't even think of one person I know in my life who has a landline. I'm sure there's some people out there. But our radio traffic is calling out if it's a police matter, calling out the badge number of the officer. Just for sake, I'll say 110, 111. We've got a domestic situation at 555 Fake Street. And they'd say 110, 111 on the radio. Then I'd give them a description of what's going on. And all the while I'm being the police dispatcher, the call taker is imputing information in the computer. Now, this is all instantaneous. So as they're typing things into the computer, into our computer assisted dispatch program, as soon as they hit enter, it shows up on all of our screens. So if they're taking information from the caller and it's a domestic situation, they're asking questions. Okay, tell me exactly what's going on. Was it physical? Is it just verbal? Are there weapons involved? Can you give me a description of the suspect in case he takes off? Is there, what's their name? Of course, the most important question, what's the address? Where do we send the police officers to? But as they're getting that information, boom, what are they wearing? Enter. What's their name? Enter. What kind of car do they have? If they know the license plate, enter. As soon as they hit enter, the police dispatcher has that information. Now, that also goes to, at least where I work, to the police officer, their computer, but I can't speak for other places and how that works. But I imagine that's the case in most places. But it's also, if you're driving, if it's a hot call and you're running lights and sirens, you're not looking down at a screen to read, because that's not safe. It's distracted driving. So it's really up to the police dispatcher to tell you the information that's going on. Now, when you're talking to the fire department, there's definitely laws of, HIPAA laws and all that kind of stuff. So you send them on. We have medic runs and squad runs. Medic runs are your advanced life support, difficulty breathing, heart issues, anything that's life-threatening. Squad runs are your sprained ankles, broken legs, ill person, those kind of things. And basically it would be, we'll just use medic 1 and medic 2. So I'd send medic 1, squad 2. I've got ill person at 123 Fake Street, and ring the tone so that it comes into the fire station. And then go ahead and dispatch the call to them. Then they'd mark responding, or if they have any additional questions, you just kind of give them some basic information over the radio. And with the police officers, we have a lot of back and forth dialogue, not so much with the fire department, because they can come up and they can see what's going on. Then when they get there, they know the chief complaint. Where I work, we're emergency medical dispatch trained, so I can give you CPR over the phone. I can help you deliver a baby over the phone. If you've drank poison, I can help you over the phone. Not every agency is that way, but where I work, we are. I am trained to do that. So, you know, if there's only 2 people on shift that day, I may be dispatching the police and medics while multitasking and telling you how to give CPR, telling you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, giving you chest compressions while I'm dispatching the medics to you. Or, you know, in a difficult situation like that, the person next to me is probably dispatching the medics while I'm giving CPR. It really just depends what's going on inside the room. It's really important to multitask and use your time wisely. So the goal is to get the best help expedited, you know, as quickly as possible, with everybody being safe. So the safety of everybody is key, and getting the proper help to the people in need is key as well. Just touched over 6 minutes here, so that's enough for today's video. Remember, this is series 1. Gonna have at least a 5-part series. It's EEA911.com. Check us out on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I've got a LinkedIn page now. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Still rocking the Ducat, even though they lost yesterday. Not a fair weather fan. We'll have more information each day. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section. We'll try to hit on those. You guys have a great day out there.